Let's have a look at this question. A company sells t-shirt on a website. Sometimes when people buy a t-shirt, they return it again to get their money back. And we know now we probably have done it as well, where we buy something online, not good, we return it. The diagram below shows the following information for an 8-month period. Okay, so this is about understanding the graph, reading it and understanding it. So let's see. S of n is the number of t-shirts sold. And here we have S of n is the red graph. That's where it is showing how many t-shirts they sold on the website in a particular month. Okay, and then R of n, so here we have, they are return and they are blue, the number of t-shirts sold in the month N that were returned. Okay, so before you kind of proceed with trying to understand the question, pick the two values and try to understand what they mean. So if I'm looking at this first value here, maybe let's get the color. So this one here, what does that mean? That in this particular first month, there were 300 t-shirts sold. And then if I am looking at this dot here, that in the same month, we had how many return? 50, isn't it? Because each square here will be 50. So we understand 300 bought, out of the 350 were returned. Okay, so now let's answer our question. Use the information in the diagram to answer the following question. How many t-shirts were sold in month 1? So we just answered that. We understand 300. Now, how many t-shirts were returned? Now, this time in month 2. So I'm looking at 2 and a blue one because that's return, and I can see it is the same 50 like in month 1. Which month had the greatest increase in the number of t-shirts sold compared to the previous month? So what are they asking? Which month has the greatest increase? Okay, so I need to look at each month to know which one had the greatest increase compared to the previous month. So if I'm looking at month 2 had 300 sold, and month 1 had 300 sold, no increase. Then if I am looking at month 3, so month 3 had 350, and the previous month was 300. So here we have plus 50. Then again, if I'm looking for 4 month had 400, third has 350, so again plus 50. Then the 5th month, again it has 450 sold, and in the 4th month we have 400, so again increase of 50. And you can see that the line goes up straight. Now here the line goes down, it was decrease. So in month 6 we have 400, while in the previous month we have 450, so this actually minus 50. Now here we can see this is the biggest jump. So in month 6 here we had what, 400, and then in month 7 we had 550. So this jump is the biggest, plus 150 shirts, while these two are on the same again. So we can see the biggest jump, the steeper the line. So which month had the biggest increase? Month 7. That had the biggest increase.